Wonderful. So, Georg, another question for you. What is the biggest challenge or pressure point in your experience when you implement LCM?
Um, it's maybe at the bottom-up approach. First of all, at the bottom-up approach, it's bringing the planning tool down to earth with the integration of ID databases. This is one of the biggest challenge, and the second one is to take the users and the people along that use this tool. And it is currently not possible to do all this without the involvement of technicians and therefore people. We have support from IT and artificial intelligence and so on, but certainly not really exclusively. And this, I think this is my personal experience, and I think that this is for a long time that we have that we need technicians and people, and never never say never, but the legal component of the final decision by a human remains, of course, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Super interesting. Yeah. Yeah. For Ivan, the next question, where do you see the biggest potential for artificial intelligence in the railway industry? Is it rather maybe an opportunity, a big opportunity, or maybe even a threat, yeah? Kind of?
Well, I think it's both, and then why I think it's both. One part is we have now, I think, some experience over the last 10, 15 years about data and how they can help us. I think it's AI will help us to develop products faster, hopefully, that we don't need those huge data sets in the future because we can now learn what we have gathered in the past. But of course, it's kind of also of a threat, and Georg just said that the responsibility of taking decisions will always stay in the human on the humans who are responsible for that, and this can never be part of any AI system. So this is something we have to consider. Everything we train, we use. We have to keep this in mind. It will help us, but it will not solve all of our problems, and there must be someone who has the ownership for who's responsible for all these things, for the I would say decisions.
Yeah. Yeah. Super interesting. So, Thomas, the next question for you. Bane Nor and other infrastructure manager use a condition-based model for describing long-term renewal needs of assets. Any significant model change can result in a change in the renewal needs, and therefore the need for funding could also change. So how can maybe infrastructure managers go about working on this modeling while still maintaining trust with the government that given financing needs of the railway are in the end reliable?
Yeah, that is that's been a major topic for us for quite some time. If we go, say, 7 or 8 years back, we had very little insight into what were our total renewal needs of the network. We had a lot of people with local knowledge about their area, and then the process was mainly the person who screams the loudest gets the most funds. That was a little bit chaotic. We have a much more structured way of reporting the condition of our network now, and describing long-term renewal needs. So we're still in the process. I mean, it's an ongoing process for many years of communicating the needs we have. What we have said to the government is that we need roughly double the funding for renewal and maintenance compared to what we got a few years ago, and but it is quite difficult because there are several challenges. One is that you get new data that makes it so that you're able to describe the condition of your network better than you previously were able to, but that will change your result in some way. It can your condition grade, it might get worse or it might get better. We also have the issue of costs. Essentially, what does maintenance or renewal action cost, in the sense of if you need to renew a switch, then is your estimate for the necessary funding correct? And so it's very important to be clear on what is an estimate, what's the prognosis, but that of course makes it it does make it difficult to get the necessary trust from the funding body. So it is it's still a question that remains slightly unsolved, I guess. Modeling is difficult, especially when your model might not correspond in 100% to reality. So.